Hello, I'm Lauren.
And I'm Katie.
And we are Level 3 Year 1 Event and Tourism students from Abingdon and Whitney College. We really appreciate you for taking the time to speak to us today. Could you introduce yourself and tell us a bit about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Chris Cole. I started at the college in April last year, so during lockdown, so didn't actually come on site for a long time. I've been diagnosed with clinical depression, and I've had mental health problems over the past couple of years, and I guess that's what we're going to talk about.
Touching on your personal experience, how can you encourage people to seek help?
It took me a long time to do it. So I would encourage anybody to do it straight away. Talk to people, and it's sometimes harder to talk to family and friends than it is to talk to counsellors and welfare officers and strangers. It's sometimes easier to talk to those people than it is to family and friends. It took me a very long time to actually talk to my family about what was happening with me. So I would recommend seeking out the people at the college, people like Mind. Talk to those people. It took me a long time to do it, and I suffered because of it. And now I've been talking to them, I'm recovering.
How many lives are lost due to bad mental health?
Yeah, so suicide is the biggest cause of death in males under 45. In 2020, there was 5,691 recorded suicide of males 40 to 45-year-olds. 25 men per 100,000, which is the highest in all the age groups. Rates of women has also increased, especially younger women from the 25s. Rates have increased, and records stated that it was up to about 94%. So it's a big problem. I'll be honest with you, and I've had suicidal thoughts. I've attempted suicide a couple of times. Obviously, it didn't work because I'm still here. But it's and I know people who have committed suicide, and the mental health side of it, not being able to talk, not being able to actually stand there and say, I've got a problem, that's the biggest issue that causes this. So being able to talk to you like this today and talk to other people, that's what's helped me, and it took me a long time to do that.
And do you think the rates of suicide is increasing each year, or do you think it's decreasing?
No, I think it's increasing. It's increasing, and it's increasing. The pandemic hasn't helped. That's caused a lot of people to have a lot of mental health issues. Me personally, it didn't help me. I've had a relationship breakdown due to the pandemic, because we used to spend a lot of time not together, and then when we locked in the house together for a long time, it caused us a bit of an issue. So and I'm not the only one. I was talking to someone last night who's had exactly the same thing, and so I think that the rate will have increased over the last year because of the last 18 months because of the pandemic as well. And I think that people who have had those mental health issues, it may well have been exacerbated because of the pandemic and being locked in, and it certainly did with me. So I understand where a lot of people are coming from on that.
Do you have any helpful hints or suggestions that people could use to help improve their mental health?
Talk. Talk to friends, talk to counsellors, just talking. And one of the biggest things we've got is when they say that if you ask someone if they're okay, general response is, yeah, I'm okay, but they might not be. So it's looking at them and seeing, do you need to ask that question again? And for the people who are, my biggest hint, I guess, would be from my personal experience, would be focus on what you can do and what you can't, and not what you can't do. So focus on the work you're doing, your hobbies, your family, your friends, focus on those, but access the people like mind and talk to them, because they're the experts. They're the ones who really help when you're doing it. So, but for my biggest thing is I focused on coming into college and work and socializing with people and being there for people as well. And my biggest tip would probably be speak to people like mind. So but I think it's recognizing that you need help. That's the biggest thing, is recognizing when you need help. It took me years and years and years to realize I actually needed it. And then when I got it, boom. It was fantastic. It changed my life.
Who can young adults turn to if they need support? And if you don't mind me asking, who did you turn to find your support?
I turned to Mind originally, but then I also turned to a charity called Turning Point, which are a fantastic charity if any kind of things around like addiction and mental health, and they're great. I speak to them on a weekly basis, and she is one, and my therapist here is one of the, she's the nicest person, and we're great. And I'm speaking to them now on a weekly basis. Also, at the college here, you've got people, you know, like myself. Yeah, I'm one of the mental health champions and things like that. And you've got people like Nikki Ormond and Karen Stiller and all the other mental health people. So seek those people out if you need help. Just go and talk to them, because we will sit and talk to them. I've done it. I've sat down with them and had a chat with them. And because I needed that little bit of support as well. So for young people as well, come and talk to us, come and speak to us, speak to the people who are here in the college to help you.
How is your job involved with mental health?
I do a lot of the funding for some of the more vulnerable students. So some of those students will have mental health issues. I've volunteered to be one of the mental health champions so that people can just come and sit and talk, and I'll happily chat away about all of this stuff. I've been there, I've done it. I've got the t-shirt, so I'm happy to sit and talk to anybody who needs a bit of help, and just a chat.
And what do you think we need to do as a whole to improve mental health?
What young people need to do is don't bottle it up. Don't bottle it up. I bottled it up for 20 odd years, and it caused me to go into a breakdown, basically. So don't bottle it up. Talk to people. Access the people who are here at the college. Access the people at Mind, Turning Point, Smart Recovery, things like that. If they've ever got any, if they've got any kind of addiction problems, things like that, talk to the people. Access it. My biggest advice would be talk to people now if you have a problem. Don't build on it. Don't bottle it away. Don't put it behind you. Talk to people. Access those people that are here. Access the people like Mind, and get that help to to be able to get that mindset back where it should be.
I think that's everything. Thank you for taking the time today to come and
That's
speak
okay.
and for sharing your personal experiences.
That's okay. I hope it's been helpful, and I hope that some of my personal experiences will help some of you guys and the young people in the college, because we're here to help.